She seems okay. I think she's got over her sulk. She's been eating her normal bread at bedtime, and letting Mark give her a bit of a scritch on the head when he lets the chickens out in the morning and when we come back up in the evening. I don't think she's suffering. I feel so sad that she had that ripped out of her ear. I mean, it's bad enough she hates being sheared. So it just adds to the trauma, really. But I think she's okay. You got a year before you have to get sheared again. What have you done with that tag? That's standing up, that other one. Let's see if we can get a close up of that ear now. Look. So it's a bit like having an earring ripped out, I suppose. It was very bloody. Very red against her black. It looked worse against her black, but as you can see, she's back to relaxed Ida. Probably enjoying not having that thick wool coat on. She's a bit of a mess underneath her coat. She's got odd patches. I don't know what they're about. I just want to see if somebody's at the door. I've spoken to the mayor about this. All these weeds and creepers and everything growing over from next door. Trees falling on our fence. We want to renew this fence, but obviously all the time it's threatened by trees. That's really quite threatening, that one. To keep an eye on that one, that it's not going to fall when we're walking out. We want to renew this fence. It's 15 years old, I think, so it's really it's ready to be replaced, but we need all this tamed. You know, the trees that have fallen over that we've had to cut off and lift off. So yeah, the mayor's going to write to him. Can I go and check on... Oh, there's the cockerel. Mark said the cockerel didn't come out. I nearly fell over a rock there. Is that the cockerel or is that the hen that he lifted out? That's the hen. You can't see her, can you? It's all these... She's black and in the dark. Oh, there's the cockerel. Oh, they're both out. That's good. So she's been out. Can you see him? She's been out a while. Okay, I'm going to go down and shut the door. Ida's over there as well now. I don't think you can see her. She looks so tiny. So I've closed the door, and I'm hopeful she won't go back. What she'll try to do, though, if she gets worried or wants to, she'll go and roost in that underneath that straw. I'm going to pause you till I get there. Some people wanted your political views. What have you got to say about the last few days? You got anything you want to say? Mrs. Pussycat? No? Ria? What a nice place to sit, sleep. It's probably quite warm up there. The hen will get under here or in here somewhere if she can't get back in, but she might have stopped. I need to count how long she's been broody for. I think it was the 5th of July that we lost the other chickens. And today is the 5th of June and today is the 9th of July. She went broody a few days later. So that's been about a month, and they sit on eggs for 21 days. So there might be a natural sort of process of realizing that nothing's happening and getting up after 20 odd days and giving up. It might be she's given up. I mean, she's been out an hour now, but the trouble is she's doing a preening, cleaning, that flapping of the wings. You couldn't see that, but the whole thing that she's doing is quite often something they do. They come out and do all of that and then they go running back to the nest. Well, she's not going to be able to do that because I've closed the door. I know I said it before. I know I said it before. I'm going to go and make sure that we do it this time. I said to Mark last night, if I can't pick up any battery hens this week, then we will go to the market on Saturday. I think at the moment both of us are feeling fit enough to do that. It's just that, you know, if you can't park actually at the market, it's a bit of a walk, but I think we'll do it. I feel a lot fitter than I felt for a long time. There's three black animals under there in the shade. I can see them, but they're sort of blending in on the phone. So I don't know, if I go to the market, I'll buy some marrons, I think, that lay really lovely dark brown eggs. That's if that's what they've got. I was watching, okay, I'm going to go back and get a tripod now. I was watching Domaine Sauvage yesterday, which is the young Belgian couple that live south of Carcassonne with their son Odin. I was watching them, and they let the chickens out. They've got chickens and a cockerel, and I watched their Sussex cockerel leap over his girls to get to the food first, and it sort of took me back a bit because our cockerel, when he has got girls, sits back and calls them and points out the food to them and doesn't eat. You know, it takes a while for him to start having his share. He makes sure they've got their share as well. And I just thought, I wonder, is that a Brahma quality? You know, this Sussex cockerel, which is the white cockerel with a black grey neck. I think it's that. I know it's Sussex, but I can't remember quite how the colouring goes. But yeah, he was just, you know, um, not taking care of his girls in the way I'm used to our cockerel doing. So I was quite fascinated by that. So in the gap between me saying I was watching and then I said, hold on, I'm going to get a tripod, I planted some mint that's been sitting. I bought mint the other day from the shop to use in a recipe, and it's the mint that you put in mojitos, and it's a nicer mint than we have growing all over the garden. And I bought it in a pot, and you know what they're like. Those pots are overplanted of basil or coriander, and it always fails. You start to use it, you keep it in the pot, you water it a bit, but actually it dies. Well, mint is far more robust. So what I did was I put it out here to sit out here until I was ready to deal with it, and I've just gone over to it, and it's doing fine. It's damp, and so I thought I need to plant it. So I went over behind me, thinking I'll put it in the ground. And I know that mint's invasive, but I don't care. It doesn't bother me. You've seen how much room we've got. This bit of ground at the back here, if left and not mowed, is full of mint. And actually, if you walk up where I used to walk, where we both used to walk up to the fields, you walk across one of those fields and there's mint coming up there. Yes, it's invasive, but it's not really a problem for me. I went to put it in the ground, but the ground is just rock hard, and with my hands I can't dig into the ground. But I found an old pot. I found an old pot with an old bit of compost in it, and I've shoved it in there for now. And then I'll find somewhere else for it. I'd like it to be invasive. I'd like it to really go for it because I love it. I think it's really nice mint, and the mint that we have is, I don't know. There's all different types of mint, aren't there? But if you want to use it to make mint sauce, it's not really good for mint sauce. It's a soft. The petals, the leaves are soft, um, sort of slightly furry. Um, what else? I got my second cup of coffee. Um, I discovered, through no fault of my own, I don't know how I discovered. Well, I must have been googling. I've been struggling for the last, I don't know how long. I haven't really counted, with needing the loo much more than normal. And I know I need it a lot, but it's been worse than normal, especially at night. And I started to look up to see, because I am taking supplements. I thought, and I had this problem before when I was taking supplements. I'd forgotten that I really had started struggling, and I was taking supplements, and I stopped the supplements. Well, with the functional health consultation and discovering that I'd got H. pylori and I'd got high levels of zonulin and possibly leaky gut, that's when I made all the changes back in March, I think it is now. It's probably what, March, April, May, June, July, so 4 months ago. So I'm feeling a lot better. I'm feeling a lot fitter. The gluten's definitely, no gluten is definitely what I need to be doing. Low sugar, no sugar. I say low sugar because obviously stuff's got sugar in, but um, that is really making a big difference to me. So I'm feeling a lot fitter, but I'm going to the loo more often, especially at night. It's keeping, it's waking me at night several times at night. So I did some Googling yesterday. One of the things we've recently changed in the last 5 weeks, 6 weeks, is we've started buying fizzy water again, which we used to drink years ago. And until I got pissed off with the bottles, creating more recycling, more throwaway stuff. But Mark had been drinking tonic water, and that's got sugar in it. And once convincing him not to have the sugar, he said, "Well, I could have fizzy water." So we started buying fizzy water, and I've been drinking it. And apparently, carbonated drinks can cause bladder irritation, along with other things like citrus fruits. Well, I've been taking something called grapefruit and berberine. I've also been taking apple cider vinegar, which I think is acidic. So I think those three things put together have been causing the issues. So for the last couple of days, I've had a break from the supplements. I'll go back to them, some of them, because I want to get on top of the H. pylori and the high zonulin, which I think I am getting on top of. But I've stopped the fizzy water. I stopped that now for 2 days. And when I went to bed last night, I slept all night and didn't have to get up. Every so often, I was a bit awake in the night. Well, normally that would mean I'd sort of interrogate my bladder and think I'd better get up. And there was nothing, no messages saying get up. And it's such a relief, such a relief. And so I now need to work out which of those things is the cause, or whether it's all of them. So I'm going to gradually. I won't put the fizzy water back in because I don't need to do that. But I do want to work out if one of the supplements, or both of the supplements, the two that I've mentioned, are causing the issues, and then I'll have to stop them and hope that I've already done what I need to do. Hope that I've already got on top of and sorted out the problems. I'm not going to do another um, test until just before Christmas, which then will give March. What's March till Christmas? That's 9 months, isn't it? It'll give 9 months worth of 9 months time to see any impact, and I'm hopeful that I've got on top of it. But bearing in mind, it's something that I've been carrying around in my gut for years and years and years and years. 9 months may not be enough to get on top of it, but I want to be able to. I hope to be able to see an impact. Oh, that coffee's nice. I mean, caffeine is also a problem, but I wouldn't. Well, coffee will be the last thing that I give up, and I don't. This is my last coffee, probably. Yeah, my last coffee, and it's only what just gone 10 o'clock. So, um, it's a long time before going to bed. And actually, even if I don't have coffee, in the morning, if I avoid coffee, if we're going somewhere and I avoid coffee, it makes no difference. I still need the loo. So I'm not going to give up coffee. I like it too much. So there we are. I'm waiting for Starlinks. The Starlinks email says that your shipment's being prepared. It's supposed to be here by Friday. Your shipment's being prepared, and it doesn't say any different. Not that it's on its way, and I don't know whether it's coming from America. I don't think it's coming from America. If it is, they've got their tracking wrong. Um, so yeah, but that's fine. You can plug it in and unplug it, and we've got internet, so I will test it because it'll be interesting to test it. But we'll be able to put it out here. I'm on the patio out the back, where you can probably see where I am. Be able to put it out here and test it, and then I've spoken to Duncan this morning on the phone, and he'll come and install it up on the carve roof, because inside the carve there is an opening where the main water pipe for the carve comes in, and each December mark goes up the ladder and turns the water off in there. Well, that actually can be reached from inside the house. There's a box on top of the over the bookcase on top of the mezzanine. It can probably all be reached from there, so we'd be able to feed all the cables in through there, and then plug it in the hallway somewhere or on the mezzanine, because I don't think the router will need to be. The router we have now has to be where it is, because that's near the phone, where the phone line comes in. And the router also for Wi-Fi needed to be near to both of us, for us both to get a signal, so it's as close to Mark as it can get, so that he could get a signal. Well, I don't think that's going to be the issue with Starlinks, but we'll see. So yeah, that's supposed to be here by Friday. We'll see. I'm not going to hold my breath, but now we've got the internet back, I'm not, it'll come. And that's that. Nice day today, nothing happening, not going anywhere, no medical appointments. And then from August onwards will be, I think he's got an anaesthetist appointment in August before his colonoscopy in September, and then another anaesthetist appointment in September, and a cardiology appointment in September before his knee-op in October. I think I was sorting through the paperwork just now and making sure that the colonoscopy and the knee didn't get mixed up, in terms of the anaesthetist forms that need filling in. I think this time we know where we're going and what's happening, so we can be prepared. The chair can be brought in. We've got all the equipment that we need, and I know how to set up all the physio appointments, and I know to make sure to set the physio appointments up in the afternoons, because the nurses come in the morning, and so we know what's in store this time. So it'll be a lot easier. It'll be 2 weeks earlier than last year. So yeah, good stuff. Okay, I hope you enjoyed the flowers, and I'll send this up now. It's just 1:15ish, 10ish. I'll send it up now and see if you get it by 9 tonight. I used to publish at 8, but stuff's taking so long to go up. But it doesn't really matter, does it? Oh, and Sue, you said to me last night on that last vlog, you said, "Morning, Kathy," and I was so tired I couldn't even reply good night, because I was just on my way to bed when I read your comment. So yeah, morning, Sue, because that might be when you get this. Okay, take care. Thanks for watching.